Let's go live now to Joel Burnie. Joel is Executive Manager at the Australia, Israel and Jewish Affairs Council. What do you make of this police statement today, Joel?
Thanks for having me on, Kieran. Look, it's quite clear that we need to be very careful with the conclusions that the police made. The police did not say that it didn't happen. They said the evidence that they had, they couldn't confirm that the phrase "gas the Jews" was used. There were statutory declarations submitted by multiple eyewitnesses that were at the rally that claimed that they heard "gas the Jews." The police also didn't deny that those statutory declarations were made in good faith and were honest. They claimed that in terms of those, in the context of the stat decks, that they couldn't identify the people that had said it. So with the available evidence that they had, they confirmed that the phrase "gas the Jews" wasn't used, and they're confident that the words "where's the Jews" was used. Now, in looking at the file footage that was just presented in the package, I asked myself, now that the police believe it's "where's the Jews," does that make it any better? The "gas the Jews" obviously reference to the events that happened in the Holocaust and the disaster that befell upon the Jewish people in the Second World War. But what was the call, Kieran, for "where's the Jews"? Was this angry mob that was burning flags and saying "F the Jews"? Were they calling to give us a hug 48 hours after the worst event that occurred to my people since World War II, since the end of the Holocaust? Were they burning flags in solidarity with Israel, looking to hug their fellow Jew and chanting "where's the Jew"? So I'm a bit puzzled with the initial reaction after the police statement. The police statement does not make the events that occurred on that evening any better, in our opinion.
Well, certainly not. And the fact that this took place, as you rightly point out, October 9, 48 hours after the atrocity that was carried out by the terrorist group Hamas in southern Israel. So it's the context as well. This didn't happen months down the track. This wasn't a rally against civilian deaths in Gaza because, quite frankly, we're talking about the immediate aftermath of that terrorist attack, Joel.
That's right. So given into the chronology of what's occurred, we're talking about, a time when the Hamas infiltrators were still actively involved in killing Israelis 48 hours after the initial breach on October 7. So whilst the initial invasion and raid and massacre that occurred on October 7 was continuing, we had these visions of elation and anger towards the local Jewish community. Now, the other ironic thing here, Kieran, is that if in the context of "where's the Jews," they would have trouble finding them, because let's not forget the New South Wales Police advised the Jewish community to not venture into downtown Sydney to watch what was supposed to be a beautiful solidarity expression by the New South Wales government by lighting up the sails of the Opera House. And they were told not to go there. Why? Because the police could not ensure their safety. And I asked, the safety from whom? And it's clear that the safety that they were concerned about was from the angry mob that amassed at Town Hall that decided to march onwards to the Opera House to make a statement. And that statement was no statement of love and care or solidarity with what had occurred 48 hours ago. It was clearly an angry mob targeting the Australian Jewish community, and arguably, "where's the Jews" could potentially be looked at as a potential call for violence.
Exactly. Joel Burnie, Executive Manager at the Australia, Israel and Jewish Affairs Council. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Kieran.